Hello everyone, and welcome to this movie synopsis video. Today we're going to be talking about The Menu, a movie that brings a unique and thrilling dining experience to the screen. Margot Mills and Tyler embark on a boat trip to Hawthorne, a secluded restaurant on a private island owned by renowned chef Julian Slowik. Among the other guests are food critic Lillian and her editor Ted, the affluent Richard and Anne, George the aging movie star with personal assistant Felicity, and business associates Soren, Dave, and Bryce, as well as Julian's drunken mother. Upon arrival, the group is given a tour by the restaurant's maître d'hôtel, Elsa, who mentions that Margot wasn't Tyler's original companion for the evening. As dinner commences, Julian presents a sequence of courses, each accompanied by a disturbingly cryptic speech about the meal. As the night progresses, the guests' secrets, including infidelity, money laundering, and more, are gradually exposed through conversations that mock societal class differences, climate change, patriarchal obstacles to women's advancement, and capitalism. The dialogue is often prompted by Julian and the restaurant staff. Tragically, during the fourth course, a sous chef takes his own life in front of everyone, and another staff member cuts off Richard's finger when he tries to flee. The restaurant's main investor and the boss of Soren, Dave, and Bryce is later found drowned. Throughout the night, Julian offers the guests opportunities to escape, but they are always caught and brought back by the staff. At the exclusive restaurant owned by Julian Slowik, guests Margot Mills and Tyler, along with others including Lillian, Richard and Anne, George and Felicity, Soren, Dave and Bryce, as well as Julian's mother, gather for dinner. However, Julian reveals that each person has been carefully selected for a darker purpose. They are all being punished for either contributing to his loss of passion in cooking or exploiting artisans and workers in their respective fields. With this realization, Julian announces that everyone will meet their demise by the end of the night. Given the unexpected presence of Margot, Julian offers her the choice to die with the staff or the guests. When she struggles to make a decision, Julian ultimately decides for her, confident in his ability to distinguish between upper-crust customers and those in the service industry. It is disclosed that Margot, under the alias Erin, was previously hired by Richard for her services as an escort. Tyler also hired her for the night, with full awareness that the dinner would lead to everyone's demise. Julian, the host of the evening, exposes Tyler's knowledge of the outcome, causing him to feel shame and ultimately leading him to take his own life in the kitchen. In a final insult, Julian tasks Margot with retrieving a barrel for the final course. Margot sneaks into Julian's abode and is ambushed by Elsa. In self-defense, Margot takes down Elsa by stabbing her in the neck. After exploring Julian's office and discovering newspaper articles about his past, Margot locates a radio, contacts the authorities, and returns to the dining establishment with the barrel. A Coast Guard officer arrives on the scene, only to reveal himself as a disguise cook, and goes back to the kitchen. Margot Mills voices her dissatisfaction with the dinner and expresses her longing for a good old cheeseburger and fries. Surprised by her request, celebrity chef Julian Slowik heads to the kitchen to prepare the meal to her specifications. Impressed with his cooking, Margot asks if she can take the food with her. Julian obliges, packing the cheeseburger and fries for her to go. With the food in hand, Margot boards the nearby Coast Guard boat and makes her escape from the private island restaurant. As the finale, Julian presents an elevated s'mores dessert, covering the dining area with crumbled graham crackers and adorning the guests with mini marshmallow capes and chocolate hats. In a sudden turn of events, Julian ignites the restaurant in a blazing inferno, causing the barrel to explode and taking the lives of all the guests, staff, and himself. Margot observes the fiery spectacle from the safety of the Coast Guard boat as she unwraps her to-go cheeseburger and savors its flavors. That was The Menu, a thrilling and thought-provoking film that brings the dining experience to the big screen in a unique and unforgettable way. I hope you enjoyed this synopsis. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more movie synopsis videos. Goodbye.